I am Justin Trudeau. I am Joe Biden. I am Narendra Modi. Strange? Why I am saying this? Do I seem mad to you? I was Sidhu Moosewala. I was Hitler. I am Rihanna. I am Ambani. I am Mia Khalifa. I am Elon Musk or Tom Cruise. What is the connection here? Sorry, I'm gonna pick up some random names here and would make a guess, so please don't feel offended by this. I am Omkar Joshi, and my goal is now to become like Ambani. I am Sandeep Noval, and my goal is now to become a successful Bollywood actor. I am Sandeep Bachchal, and I want to become a successful engineer. I am Gauri, and I am in love with dogs. I am Tushar Mittal, Catherine, James, Nikhil Minhas, and I would reach the top in WFG, World Financial Group. Judy, Alicina, Salim, Shivam, Hanisha Soni, Jasmine, Ramanjeet, and all of you. Don't worry, I'm not spying on your personal lives here. Try to understand what I'm saying. Focus. I am Sneha Rasyan. I want to get rich. I am Avinash and I want to have a lifelong great body. I am Navpreet and I don't want anything. I am already satisfied with what I have. I am actually all of you who are watching this or are not watching. These are just names. You all have dreams and are running after something, or even a special case of Mr. Navpreet. But stop. Wait a minute. Have you ever wondered whoever your ideal or your goal is? Maybe you are already there, but you are not able to see it clearly. You all are the same in the end. Even what you consider are your enemies or your dislikes or out of your range now are you yourself only. When you would see it clearly, you would be surprised. You have friends and your parents or your siblings or your spouse or your pets or plants around you. Who are they? They are either your past or present versions. Because you are all alone. You are the only one present. This is just a dream if you think they are separate. Consider this example. You are sent in a place of mirrors where each mirror shows a different shape and size of you. You see yourself as longer or shorter, ugly or beautiful, darker or lighter. That's just you, but you know this, so you come out of that place laughing. The only difference with life is that you have become serious and are trying to separate yourself from others. I have done things related to all of you, and then I finally end up with Bhagavad-Gita. What I'm doing now, you will all eventually do sooner or later. The method could be different, but the outcome would be the same. You all have taught Bhagavad-Gita and you all have forgotten it and are now sleeping. When you wake up, you will be surprised and say, "Oh, I was sleeping for a long time. I was Krishna, I was Bhagavad-Gita." As in the end, you would just remember Bhagavad-Gita because that is what you would say in the end, your last level, where you all will eventually reach, positively or negatively. Are you curious and want to find out the answer? So come with me to your inner journey where there is no boredom and always new to explore, unlike the outside world, which is already you yourself. So come along with Bhagavad Gita and you may wake up. Even if you don't wake up fully, but Bhagavad Gita will still prove beneficial to whatever your goal is, to reach it quickly, boost up your speed. So don't worry if I made a prediction that you don't like. Whatever you like, you would achieve it faster with Bhagavad Gita. It's a booster and it depends on you how much boost you can use. You may achieve like 10 times faster or you may just be able to double up. But there is only profit with Bhagavad Gita, so no losses here. So let's continue. And spirituality means that experience where there is no mind. Therefore, when I call Gita a Manas Shastra, psychology, I am saying the maximum that can be said in relation to Shastra. Nothing more can be said beyond that. And those who will make Gita spiritual will get himself bitten. They will get themselves thrown. because there is no spiritual problem for anyone. Everyone's problem is of the mind. So Bhagavad Gita will start with the mind problem and then later end up with the brain, linking it to the soul, which will take you to your highest level. And when I say I call Krishna the first herald of psychology, I am saying the maximum that can be said. Yes, psychosynthesis. There is no synthesis of the soul. The whole game is of the mind. All the trouble is of the mind. There is no trouble beyond the mind, nor is there any problem. Therefore, there is no scripture beyond the mind. All guru disciples are till the mind. There is no guru disciple beyond the mind. There is neither Arjun or Krishna beyond the mind. That which is beyond the mind has no name but Bhagavad-Gita, which eventually you will also decline. Everything is inside the mind. And why is that Gita very special? That is the reason why Gita is very special. There are many spiritual statements. They are valuable. But they are just statements. They are bare statements. A man says it is so. But this does not provide any solution. Our problems lies on some other level. Our troubles are on some other level. Talk should be held on that level only. Krishna has spoken from the exact floor where Arjuna is. If Krishna spoke from his base, Gita would have been a spiritual scripture. But then Arjuna could not be explained. Arjuna says, sorry, it will happen. I have no connection with it. Then there could be no communication between them. Then one man would be in the sky and one man would be in the underworld. Things would have gone over Arjuna's head. Like sir utto langan falai karke, uchchiyan ne gallan tere yaar diyan. But Krishna came down to Arjuna's level. Arjuna was not going to be able to catch anything in that case. So he's not like Sidhu Moosewala. But Krishna holds Arjuna's hand right from where he is. And from there we start solving all the problems. Therefore, Gita is very psychic, very dynamic system of the mind. Each step Arjuna moves up, Gita moves up. When Arjuna falls down, Gita falls down. Arjuna falls on the ground, then Krishna bows down. When Arjuna stands up, Krishna stands up. The whole time Arjuna is at the center. Krishna is not at the center. The sage of the Upanishad or any other scriptures are at the center. He is giving his statement. He is saying, I say what I know. He has no relation with you. That's why I am quoting Gita as said by a teacher. If Krishna speaks only like a Brahmgyani, then there will be no connection with Arjuna. He bowed down very low and stood beside Arjuna and spoke. And gradually as Arjuna rises, so does Krishna rise. And there we leave the last sutras of Gita, from where the mind ends and spirituality begins. After that, the discussion stops. There is no point in discussion after that. That's why I said with full knowledge and consideration, my statement is not made just like that. I am not saying anything just like that. With full knowledge of it, Gita is a psychology in the beginning so that everyone can relate to it. And the future belongs only to those texts which are psychology. The future does not belong to those texts which are metaphysics. Metaphysics died, but Gita has everything, even metaphysics. Now there is no place for it, for metaphysics. Now the man says, we have problems, solve them. And one who solves them will have his place. Now there is the world of Freud, Jung, Adler, Fromm and Sullivan. Now this is not the world of Kapil, Kannad, the sages. And in the coming future, only Krishna will show the courage to stand in the line of Freud, Jung, Adler, and Gita is the only future. There is no other future except Bhagavad-Gita. Everyone will become Krishna in the end themselves. I have said this after thinking a lot, knowing a lot. I cannot call Bible a psychology. I cannot. There are some statements which are mental, but deep down they are spiritual.